Sorry, we're a little late. I had to change. I didn't want to wear the same thing Tristan was wearing. What an awesome day. Relief. I said back in February that to sign all the guys back that were about to walk out the door in free agency, including Baker and Mike, Levante, Antoine, Chase, there's brought back Jordan Whitehead. If we get this one done, we should do a boat parade because that's the greatest offseason I can imagine since I've been here. So if anybody has a boat, let me know after this. What's that?
Do we have a date yet?
No. If anybody deserves to be the highest paid in the franchise history and highest paid O-Lineman in history of the NFL, it's this guy right here. And it's a testament that his teammates are here, and along with Meredith and Julius. But teammates are here. Everybody's excited for Tristan because of what he embodies as a leader, a person, player, freakish athlete, all those things. But he just means so much to this organization and what we are trying to build here in terms of the culture with Coach Bowles and what he has done. And this is the tightest knit group I've ever been around in terms of a locker room. And a lot of that is because of Tristan. So I'm going to turn it over to Tristan.
Yeah, it's exciting stuff. I mean, having the guys here, having Meredith here, having the baby here. It's been an insane 4 years, and here we are. It's been a lot of fun, a lot of memories, and a lot more left to come. It's pretty awesome.
Tristan, we're not surprised that this got done. It did take maybe a little longer than you wanted to, but we couldn't help but notice the amount of hugs you got on the field. I don't know, maybe they're looking for you to buy dinner tonight, but
Yeah.
but in general, just what does that mean to you? Because obviously there was kind of an inevitability about this, but just the reaction from the guys here right now.
Yeah, no, it makes me feel really good. I love it here. I've loved every minute here. I think Jason said a little bit ago, we have a really tight-knit group, I think, across the board. Coaches, players, support staff, everybody. Everyone's got their hand in the pile, and it meant a lot to me. Everyone was really excited and happy for me. It was super cool. I gave Coach Bowles a big hug, Jason a big hug. It was awesome.
What does it feel like to be the highest paid offensive lineman in NFL history?
I think it's pretty cool. Don't know if it was necessarily, a goal, coming in the NFL, but it's just a lot of hard work, trying my best, to come out there and be the best teammate I can be, the best player I can be. Wouldn't be here without all these guys. So it's just pretty cool.
All offseason, you stood in the back of this room and the other room as your teammates got these new deals. What does it mean to you to finally have it be your turn and then to have so many of them in here with you?
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. I was there training. I just wanted to be there to support the fellas. Mike, Baker, Antoine, all these guys. So I actually wasn't there for Mike, so I'll take that back. I wish I was. I didn't know it was that day. But no, to have these guys here support me it means the world to me. They're my best friends. We bleed together, we sweat together, we cry together. It means a lot.
And I'm pretty sure you were probably wearing that shirt as well.
I was actually my bench row record shirt. I think I was wearing my black and red one.
Question: what was the first thing that Baker said to you after he found out the deal was done?
He gave me a big hug right outside the equipment room this morning. He said, "You deserve it, brother," and happy for me.
One person that's not here is Mama Wirfs. What did you say to her when this deal got done?
I called her last night. I said, "We're damn close, Mom," and she sent me like 3 text messages. I got a reply, but I'll probably call her right after this. I think she's coming down this weekend. Just that we did it. It's went through a lot growing up. She had my back every step of the way. Just wanted to make sure I had everything I needed to go out there and have fun, and now we're here.
Question for both of you from each of your perspectives. A lot of deals recently, larger deals within the league have been 4 years less. What does that 5th year mean for each of you in terms of your commitment to each other, as well as planning purposes for each side?
I think, I don't really want to be anywhere else. It's pretty nice here. So I think just doing what I can to, I think both parties were happy. Tampa's a pretty good place to be.
It was important to us to make sure we have Tristan as long as we can, and hopefully he retires a Buc. And our other goal was to make him the highest paid athlete from Mount Vernon, Iowa. So we surpassed that, and that was so we hit on all cylinders here.
Mount Vernon.
Jason, you kind of mentioned that this is the best offseason that you can remember in your tenure here. What did it feel like to finally get this done every step of the way?
You know, it's relief. I really can't put it into words. It's just really excited about this. Really grateful for the people that are working for me, with me. Mike Greenberg, Jackie Davidson on the contracts, John Spytek, and the scouting group. You know, there's a lot of bad things about COVID, but there was one good thing about COVID. It was the draft that year when we got Tristan and Antoine. So, you know, people just working hard, especially on the contract. And Jeremy Newberry is Tristan's agent. We had a lot of going back and forth, but very patient on his end, and very good agent. And with Mike and Jackie, it's taken a long time. These things seem like they'd be easy to do, but there's just a lot of hammering things out. But just very grateful, I guess I'd answer it in a short way.
Tristan, it's rare around the league for a guy in your position to come out here and practice and be at OTAs. Why was that important to you, and what does that say about the camaraderie and leadership on this team?
I just wanted to be out there with the guys. You know, OTAs. I was in the weight room. I was watching out the window like that SpongeBob meme. You know, with Squidward watching them. Just wanting to be out there, but knowing what's at stake. And I think coming out here and during these first couple days of training camp, just doing as much as I can. You know, individual. Being there with Schooley and Luke talking about technique stuff. Biggest thing was I just wanted to be with them. I didn't want to be an asshole sitting out, so I was just trying to do what I can to be around still and be there, be in their ear, have them tell me, looks they're getting and stuff. Just be there as much mentally as I could.
Tristan, you're entering year 2 at left tackle now. How much more comfortable are you? And obviously, you've got designs that went after dominating the position at left tackle this year. But just tell me about your comfort level heading into year 2 at left tackle.
Yeah, I mean, compared to last year, I was going through it last year. No, I feel good. It was nice to kind of go through an off season and not have that stress of it kind of looming over me. Just knowing I can, go get to work. More comfortable in my stance, more comfortable in my get off. Everything. So I can just kind of get down to business. But definitely feel a lot better mentally. But I'm excited.
Jason, what's this mean for you to be able to go through the roster rebuild that you had to do with all that dead cap money, with some of the older players retiring, and now you've got this core group intact for the next several years?
It's been, I think back at the time last year, I said that it was challenging, but it was a fun challenge. It's what the scouts are wired for. Bringing in, turning over the roster, and have fun with it. Trying to find sleepers, trying to find value, and but then also to tie a bow around it with rewarding our own, like Tristan and Antoine and Mike and Levante, and bringing Baker in and having seen the success that he had. It's just very rewarding for all of us.
Jason, it's so hard to find good offensive tackles in this league. It's almost impossible.
Yeah, no shit.
Great ones, right? But can you just talk about the bookends that you have with Luke Gedeke and the huge strides he made last year at right tackle, and then having a Pro Bowler Tristan Wirfs?
Well, it's a great feeling when you, as a general manager or front office coach, owner, that you have two solid tackles, two very good tackles, and we think we do. They play off each other. They're very close, and that helps. I'm very proud of Luke, how he came through his rookie year, which I didn't think was as bad as, some people, he struggled a little bit like all rookies, but I thought he played very good. We were very happy with him, but then moving him to tackle to see how he thrived there, his natural position, was fun to see.
Tristan, 4 of the 5 of you guys now have a chance to be together for a long time. Continuity kind of wins in this league, and yet there's a lot that you haven't done, and no one wants to be last in anything, right? So how much with your contract and everything that's gone on, do you feel responsibility now that, like, okay, now the rubber has to meet the road here, we got to be one of the better offensive lines?
Yeah, definitely. Now we go. It's really exciting. I think I think we can take a big step this year, especially in the run game. I think that's been a big point of emphasis the past couple of years. So I think now it's up to us. We got to put it on our shoulders. I think we carry that task well. We're totally up for it. So it's gonna be exciting. It's gonna be really fun. I think a lot of us, it's really cool to see how much we all care and want to be an elite unit. So it's gonna be a lot of fun to go out there and give it our all.
Along those lines, how do you feel like you've grown as a leader and as a captain, especially over the last couple of years?
Yeah, I think it's kind of the vocal aspect. I've never really been a big vocal leader. It's been kind of hard. I get ahead of myself and start talking super fast, and I'll stutter a little bit. But I think just calming down and kind of accepting that role a little bit. 'Cause we had a bunch of like elite veterans when I first came in, so like they kind of naturally had that leadership role. So now like when I kind of had to step into it, and even last year, being captain for the first time, that was an unbelievable feeling. But just knowing guys look to you and you got to step up a little bit and just take advantage of it. Run with it.
Tristan, you were one of the few athletes that has been so open about the challenges that you dealt with, some of the mental health struggles as you prepared to move to the left side. Now that you've achieved this next step in your career, I guess how can you kind of use that platform to help others? What would you say to some other guys that might be going through some challenges but are maybe afraid to talk to someone about it?
Yeah, I think just that's the thing. Just talk about it. Just get it out of your head. Get it out in the open. Because it'll just fester. If you just let it sit there, it just festers. And it's okay to talk about it. I was going through it. I was anxious. I was nervous about making a switch. Some people thought that was stupid. I was like, "It is what it is." We all deal with it. People think we're invincible, but we're people too. So that's the biggest thing is just talk to somebody about it. Get it off your chest and feel a lot better.
Jason, when you handed him the contract, full well knowing you were about to make him the highest paid offensive lineman ever, what was the look on his face? What was his reaction when you handed him that paper with the number on it?
Isn't it soon?
I never physically handed it to him, so I can only imagine what it would be, though.
It was good.
It was good.
It was a good face.
It was good. It was good. He owes me a beer. That's not.
Couple.
You've gone from, as Tristan said, that the elite guys, the Bradys, you won a Super Bowl with, and now you've turned this roster over. You've got your new quarterback, and Tristan now in the fold. Just how do you feel about that job of getting that roster turned over, not taking a dip like a lot of teams do? And how do you feel about this roster now as you move forward in the next few years?
It's hard not to feel great. We've got some great players. The season's, you can't predict what's going to happen during the season. There's a lot of things that are out of everybody's hands, but we have the foundation of guys like Tristan that you build a team around, and Antoine as well, Baker, got some great players. We keep going on and on. Mike, I feel like I'm going to leave people out. Could just keep going on and on. It's really cool to, when you look out there and you see all the players that we have, not even mentioning defensive players that are young and veterans, and it's hard not to get very excited. But the thing that gets me the most excited in talking to my people is just the camaraderie and the vibes that are going through our office right now, from players to coaches to Bobby in the training room, the equipment room, everybody. It's at an all-time high right now. So hopefully that transfers to the field, but it's better than not having great vibes right now.
You want to hit that too?
What was the question?
Just the roster, now that you've turned it from the Brady years and this is kind of your team, what do you see on this roster and the guys around you? How good can you be? How quick can you get back to the Super Bowl?
Yeah, I think we have a lot of guys that care. I think Jason said it as well. One of the closest units I've been a part of across the board. It's fun being out at practice. Guys love coming out there competing, and that's what it's going to take. Us competing every day, coming out with attention to detail, trying to get better, and pushing each other to be the best we can be. Super Bowl is obviously the goal. I think it's the goal for everybody. Just doing whatever it takes to get back there and lifting that trophy. It's a damn good feeling. So got to do it again.
Speaking of camaraderie, and I don't want to be the Debbie Downer, but you could see that camaraderie on the field when Yaya Diaby went down. He's a special part of this team. how, what kind of went through both of your minds when that happened? I don't know, Jason, do you have an update on, I know he was undergoing some tests, but, and how much of, I guess, a reminder is that on a day like today when, something can happen in an instant in this career. Tomorrow isn't promised.
Yeah, right now we're hopeful that we avoided something very serious. So we have more tests this afternoon, but right now there's some hope that we did. So I don't have any other update than that. But yeah, it's just Yaya's a big part of our team, and he's a great guy. He's another one of the high character players that's a great player. So everybody cares. There's a lot of people. These players care for each other. So that's why you saw what you did out there. Any kind of injury, whether you're going to miss a week or 2 weeks, whatever it is.
Tristan, any thoughts into this year's O-line gift?
It's gotta be a good one. It's gotta be a good one, doesn't it? Put me in the hot seat. We'll be good. I'll get a good one. Promise, boys. I promise.